All right, so this video is about percentiles. Percentiles have a lot of application to you. One of the ways that you're going to see percentiles is that test scores often will come back and people will tell you what percentile you're in. So if you get something back that says, oh, you're in the 85th percentile, okay, what does that mean? Well, they're telling you that you did better, that your score was above 85% of the other people who took the test. So this video tells us how to find the percentiles of data. Okay, so like I was just saying, the percentile is the percentage of cases that are at or below your score. All right, the percent of cases that are at or below the score. So let's look at how do you find the percentile. Well, there are a couple steps here. The first step is that you need to take your data and then you need to make sure that your data is in order. Okay, put it in order from the least to the greatest. Then, after your data is in order, let's say you want to find the kth percentile, okay? You're going to multiply k by the number of values plus 1. So, the number of values plus 1 and then multiplied by k, that's going to give you the rank that you want to find. So whatever rank you're looking for, is it the first number, the second number, the third number, you just go to that number on the list. Now, the tricky part is what happens if the rank that you're trying to find is a decimal. So if the rank that you're trying to find is a decimal, you're going to go to the whole number first. Let's call that the rank, let's just call R1 for rank 1. You're going to find the difference between that value and the next. So you're going to do, so you're going to find the difference between that number and the next number because you know that your number is somewhere between like the third and the fourth value, right? So you're going to subtract those and then you're going to multiply that difference by the decimal. And I'm just going to call that D. Okay. So that's going to tell you how far it is between the two numbers. And then you'll add that value to the original. So that'll make a lot more sense when we look at an example of how to do this. Okay, so let's look at this data here. One of the reasons that we sometimes find percentiles is so that we can find some specific values that are important to us. You know, mean, median, and mode you know about. And you also have made some box plots. And when you make box plots, you need the quartiles. Quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. Well, those put the data into fourths, right? So we're talking about 25%, 50%, 75%. So one of the things that we might want to find here is the 25th percentile. The 25th percentile is the quartile 1 in the data set. So let's see if we can find the 25th percentile of this data. Okay, so the first thing I need to note is that how many data items do I have? Well, count these up, and there are 15 data items here. Okay, so in order to find the rank, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 25% times 15 plus 1, and that gives me 4. So it looks like my rank here is 4. So in order to find the 25th percentile, I just need to count to the fourth thing, find the fourth rank on the list. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like the 25th percentile is 56. Okay, so that one was nice and simple because the rank ended up being a whole number. But what if it's a decimal? Let's see if we can find instead of finding the 25th percentile, let's see if we can find the 40th percentile of this data set. Okay, so in order to find the 40th percentile, I'm going to start by counting up the things. Again, I have 15, so n is 15. And we're going to multiply 40%, so that's 0.4 times 15 plus 1. This is going to give me my rank. Okay, so it looks like the rank that I get is 6.4. Okay, so that means that I can't just count to the sixth item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to go the sixth item, but then I need to go 0.4 of the way between these two items. Okay, so now I know that I'm going to have to go somewhere in between these two. Okay, so to find 0.4 of the way between these two, we're going to subtract the values and multiply by the decimal here, which is 0.4. Okay, and when I did that, I can see that I'm going to have to add in 2 more to pass the 69. So now my answer is 69 plus 2. So the 40th percentile is equals 71. Okay, let's do one more example. Okay, so let's see if we can find the 75th percentile of this data. All right, well, the first thing here is that the data has to be in order. So let's put the data in order from smallest to largest. All right, so now that the data is in order to find the 75th percentile, we're going to multiply. How many things do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like n is 8. So we're going to multiply 8 plus 1 by 0.75. And this is going to give me my rank. Okay, so that gives me 6.3. So now I can find the 6.3 item on the list. So counting over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.3 is going to be somewhere between 27 and 20. Okay? So I need to find 0.3 of the distance between those two numbers. So we're going to find the difference and multiply by 0.3, the decimal part. All right, well, 0.3 times 7 gives us 2.1. So we need to add in 2.1 spaces more past the 20. So the answer is 20 plus 2.1. That means that the 75th percentile is 22.1. All right, so that is how you find percentiles. Just as a quick review, make sure the data is in order first. Find the number of things. Multiply the number of things plus 1 by the percent. If you get a whole number, you're done. But if you have a decimal at the end, you're going to have to subtract. The two things that it's between, and multiply that difference by however much your decimal is. Add that back in to the 20, all right? And that's how you find the percentile. And we will practice this in class tomorrow.